Hey, what's up guys, brtcobra here. I've just released my Season 5 pilot video, and I must be slipping or something because as soon as I go onto Steam, update v0.39 is out. Now, update v0.39 is not a content video, it is completely dedicated to bug fixing and balance tweaks, which in my opinion is a very much needed update. There's a lot of focus on combat. This was an issue that a lot of people had, and it was such a pain in the ass. You know how you hit the cannibals and they wouldn't hit you, there was no animation for it, but you'd get a slap and you'd almost die, even if they're like falling on the floor. That has been fixed in this update. Thank you so much, End Night Games. No longer will you suddenly get smacked without the cannibals looking like they're attacking you. There's no longer the bug where they do double damage. It's all been completely fixed. Thank God for that. I'll read out some of the stuff that they've done. Multiplayer, they've fixed downed enemies blocking player movement, which is awesome. Fixed lock on distant doors loaded from a save file, unusable for host. Multiplayer, clients in-game daytime is now local until end of plane crash. For both host and himself. Fixed adding lizard on drying rack, taking a long time to show up client side, but so many bug fixes, it's incredible. Fixed story clues not showing up, added motion blur to items on a metal tray, fixed some item positioning issues in metal tray, so they're no longer going to be like, when you pull out your tray and you'll see like a can of soda sticking high up by your head or something. They've fixed all that. That's fantastic. I like that. Cleared out metal tray blacklist. Flare skull cloth bomb can now be shared, which is awesome, because how many times have you asked to share the cloth and guess what, you can't because it just didn't work. Well, now it does. So many good fixes. Fixed rain stopping for clients when host enters caves. Fixed client getting rain while in caves. Now retrying up to 3 times to connect when failing to join a game. Fixes at least the case of joining back a game that was improperly disconnected. Okay, there's loads of fixes. I could go on, but I don't know. Do you want me to read them all out? Let's have a few more. Fixed picking up flares in crates, not removing the correct object. Fixed yellow crates not opening for host. Fixed missing sound when reloading catapult as client. Added held dynamite sparks sinking. Fixed bug where enemies could exist in the world but be invisible and unmoving for clients. Fuck yes. Sorry for the language, but that is something that has really put me off co-op. Now, as I've just started my Season 5, this is all going to help so much. Fixed bug where enemy attacks could hit player even if they didn't complete the animation. That is one of the major problems in the game that everybody, including myself, has been complaining about. So pleased they fixed it. Fixed missing audio on Cowman for clients. Fixed Cowman not showing burnt texture as a client. These are minor fixes. Fixed Cowman blood not syncing on death as client. Fixed creepy ragdoll sometimes spinning weirdly as client. Fixed activating door locks as client when host is far away. Improved time of day syncing when joining a game to account for possible delay before receiving all required data to perform accurate local calculations. Should prevent clients from sometimes starting the game starving, thirsty, even though it wasn't saved like that. So again, that starving bug finally fixed. Lots of great fixes. Fixed tree structures not properly synced, so that cut leaf system and collapsing works properly for client. All good. Fixed walkie-talkie not working after loading the game that was saved in single player. Okay, well I didn't know about that bug, but that's all good. Fixed not able to reset noose traps after removing dead mutant. Fixed player backpacks popping off early, having different visibility settings than body. More multiplayer. Say my words correctly. More multiplayer. Fixed rabbits in traps not resetting properly for clients, causing issue with active rabbits later on in the game. So in other words, where you just couldn't find any rabbits. Fixed. Fixed enemy body pickup trigger sometimes not working after enemy died while looking at it. Fixed sticky bombs not working for clients. That's awesome. Although back to trolling for some people, I guess. Fixed trees not syncing properly for clients after host went back to title screen once and start the game again. Fixed enemies not appearing in caves in multiplayer if client entered cave alone. Fixed some animation glitches when fighting enemies as client. This is all good stuff. Fixed creepy mutant ragdolls disappearing for client. Fixed mutant positioning popping slightly when dying as client. More multiplayer. Clamped player velocity when chat window is open. I have no idea what that means. Slightly lowered pale mutant speed and aggressiveness. Cool. Fixed missing twinkle when crafting items. Oh, the twinkle. Wow. We've got a twinkle. Ocean update. Lower memory allocations and hopefully fixed all cases of glowing sections visible from some parts of the world. Fixed equip light message saying on screen when player dies. I hope they fixed the E that comes out on screen. You know when you've got that E stuck there. Fixed wrong darker material on one of the built stick from Simple and Rockpit Fires Ghosts. Okay. Fix rock hole in Geese Lake waterfall. I don't know what was wrong with that. Fix some trees being hard, impossible to cut due to cut being positioned too high. Alright, let's move to the caves. Removed all old rock from cave 1. Replace cave 1 hanging skull lamps with dynamic versions. In other words, like you can just fucking hit them and the light will move around. That's nice. Added more sound effects to cave 1. Fixed bug trunk suitcase launching player when broken apart and minimized amount of broken apart pieces. Performances. This is a good one. Optimized fire warmth system. Fixed issues with mutants dealing damage to player while on the ground at a distance. Thank God. See, these bug fixes are the best you can get. This will make co-op so much more enjoyable. Like I say, just as I've started season 5, this is more than welcome. Fixed incompatibility between stashing lighter while holding burning weapon and put up burning weapon features from last patch. Okay. Allowed back drinking dirty water in pot from inventory. Fixed adding on crafting material item, i.e. soda, on the crafting mat for storage in metal tray, causing duplicate views to be created. Audio balanced 10 flapping sound on old tents. So that's balanced tent flapping sound. I said 10. Fixed burnt female body having wrong textures plugged in. Fixed all gamepad menu navigation issues. Fixed keycard not going to inventory when picked up. What keycard? I need to go look for that. Fixed log count issue when placing platform. Fixed camera stutter when drinking at a lake with empty hands. Fixed suitcases breaking into too many pieces. Fixed incorrect outline shader settings on a bunch of inventory items. Fixed big creepies and blood textures fading on instead of snapping on. Fixed seam in regular female blood texture. Fixed Virginia ragdoll stuttering wildly sometimes. Cool. That's when she's doing that breakdancing shit. That's funny. Fixed seams on Cowman. Overlay icons are now visible from either cave or outside world when located within the sinkhole area. I.e. in multiplayer you don't need to be in the caves to see the marker indicating backpack location. Cool. So you can see it basically from on the above ground, which is awesome. Fixed rope in cave 2 not correctly aligned, causing hands not to visually attach. Added whoosh sound effect when toggling custom wall edition. A building repair action icon is on the 3D billboard icon instead of the 2D action icon. Okay. Fixed arms, you're getting stuck on wooden planks inside Cave 7. I know exactly where that is. That was in my music video for the game. Creepy mutants can now break down wooden planks. Fix some items missing in some caves. What the hell are greebles? Causing performance to tank due to errors. Okay. Change book text to just for Timmy. Balance slightly lowered contrast on grey dye image effect to make it easier to see when in low health state. Fixed hits sometimes showing blood but not hit reaction when attacking enemies. Now down to the aiming. The aiming reticule now always looks up instead of aligning with ground. Aiming reticule now uses player position as base position for the trajectory calculations instead of item position. Slightly less accurate but far more stable. Defensive wall gate now has an icon on each side. Change multi-thrower holder icons to the generic add take ones. Fixed thrown spear, sometimes passing through cave rocks and other objects. Position basket icon on catapult closer to the center. Fixed bug where enemy would spill blood without being hit or playing hit animation. Okay, so now let's move on some more. We've got fixed water drink icon looking darker than all other icons. Fixed saving used content of yellow crates. Okay. Replace door lock model by a single-sided door lock 1. What does that mean? They've replaced the door lock model by a single-sided door lock 1. Okay. Audio lowered volume of cowman when close. Added tree structure cut leaves system to pine, moss, winter trees. Garden now toggles to whatever seed type player has available. Fixing issue of garden eventually getting stuck on a not available seed type without possibly to switch to another one. Added exit tutorial when in manual upgrading mode. Okay. Fixed plane going through water briefly sometimes during crash. Fixed HUD visible during sleeping black screen. Fixed cowman sometimes not doing a 180 attack on player standing directly behind. Rearranged triggers so that switching between gate and repair trigger is easier when looking at a damaged gate. Yeah, because that was often quite a pain actually. So often when I needed to repair the gate, it would just open or something. It was a bit of a pain. Fixed wall lods, not having a visible door past lod 0. Now forcing sun rotation update until past the last frame of sleeping to ensure it is up to date afterwards. Yay, we're almost done. Trust me. Right, sleep black screen is now 1 second longer. It is no longer possible to add meat to drying racks built in water like fires. Okay. Fixed soil in gardens not casting shadows and darkened dirt piles to make them easier to see. Tennis players and lawyers now show up on the passenger manifest. So we've got more passengers to collect, by the way, guys. Fixed axe getting stuck occasionally when doing repeated group chop attacks. Fixed player movement getting stuck when entering rock thrower while crouched. Okay, now back onto caves. We've got caves 3, 8 and 7 here. Caves fixed hole in cave 3. Lighting and layout work in cave 8. Fixed hole in cave 7. Reduced respawn speed of enemies when doing jumping attacks. Prevents enemies appearing to orbit around player position. Yeah, because that's a pain in the arse. Just get swamped, especially in the snow biome. Fixed Molotov burning weapons sometimes getting put out when player has water at ankle level. Performance. Fixed high physics cost from sound detection system when moving around in caves. Audio lowered volume of held dynamite. Cool. And that's it, guys. That is the entire single update right there. It is all completely bug fixes. I hope you enjoyed this. I've added a bit of gameplay footage in there as there is nothing really to show. But yeah, there it is. Update v0.39. And me personally, people may complain about the lack of content in it and features, but for me, these bug fixes are a godsend. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm out. Hope you enjoyed this very short video, and I shall see you all later. Bye bye.